successful summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
Okay, beautiful morning to everyone listening to us from wherever you are listening to us from. This is our Impact 102.1 FM, your urban lifestyle station, and we are on the Money Magnet Show, where we talk about how to make money, manage it, multiply it, and maximize it. And this morning, I'm going to be talking about different categories of visas that you can use to relocate to US. I think I want to focus on the US particularly this morning. However, we might be able to talk about UK if time permits us, but let me just focus on this morning. We started a discussion on Monday and it ran through to Tuesday, and here we are on Wednesday, and it's all about travels, okay, just like I promised. And I will go on a short break right now. Once I'm back, we begin to look at different types of visas that you can use to relocate to the United States of America. Stick around, don't go away.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize your money. With Successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
So welcome back, and just to let you know that wherever, whichever work you find yourself in, whichever profession, whichever sphere of life you find yourself in, there's a category of visa that you can actually use to relocate to the United States of America. And I must say to you that, it's good that you are aware, so that when the opportunity just surfaces, you can always take advantage of that. So let me just start from A. So the first one here is the athletes. So if you're a sport person, both amateur and professional, you know there are some people that always go to Surulere Stadium, and then some they've been playing ball since all these days, and basically whether you're amateur or professional, once you're an athlete, there is a special visa for you when you are competing for a money prize. Okay, so let's say they ask you to come and run maybe a relay race in the United States. There's a special type of visa, and that's called B1 visa. If you are going as an exchange visitor, so who is an exchange visitor? So in your university, let's say you are a lecturer in the university, or you are the head of the university, you can sign an exchange program with the United States of America. So their university there, okay, so let's say you are head of department, you are heading, let's say, language department, or you are heading, let's say, psychology department. You can do an exchange program with a university in the United States, and that department is also maybe a psychology department or a language department, and then some of your students will come over to Nigeria, some of their students here, some of your own students here will go over there, some of their students will come over here. Now, who is going to pay for the trip and who is going to pay for the accommodation? Every student is expected to have his own money for accommodation, but your department is the one that will help them look for the one that will be the best place for them to to settle down, and also have some form of security. So they will be the one to pay when they come, and your student here will be the one to pay when they go there. Now, in the law department of some university in Nigeria, there's an exchange program with some schools in the United States. So law department of some university used to travel down there. At least I know of one or two private universities. So they would travel to the United States, and then they will even give them some internship. So they work there for like 3 months and help them to type, carry file, go to court and do all of that, do some office work in the legal space over there, and then they get paid stipend. And those stipends, when they come back here, it's a lot of money. So most times it covers the trip, the money for the trip that the student have paid. So that type of visa there's a special visa for that, and it's called the J visa. Okay, so we also have people that want to cross border. I spoke about Mexico yesterday. Somebody was saying that he asked the question that he has a police friend in the United States, and he said if he can get himself to the border of Mexico, he will be able to come and pick him. So there's a border crossing card. That's what the person wants to use for you. Whenever people get to Mexico and they're able to cross the border, then they get a border crossing card, and that makes it easier for you to apply for visa. It's a special kind of visa. So if you have Brazil visa, and I've spoken about how to acquire Brazil visa here, you can easily get to Mexico, and from Mexico you cross over to America. And then we have business visa. So you've gone to the United States to go and look at what is going on. You want to do business there, you want to register business there, so you have access to what we call the B1 visa, which is the business visa. We also have only transitional workers visa, and that is maybe you want to go work in the United States, maybe let's say a company hire you to come and do some animation. You go there and you go do the animation, then you have the visa. Now if you are going through the waterways of the United States, then you can get what we call the D class of visa. The D class of visa makes it possible for you to go via that route. Then we have special visa for politicians. It's called the A visa. So I may not need to dwell on that. So if someone is your boss here in Nigeria and she puts to bed, and you need to go help them out with their baby, there is a B1 special visa for you that they can apply for. It's a special type of visa. You see, all these categories of visa I'm mentioning helps you to know what to apply for when you are going to the embassy, because if you don't apply for the right type of visa, they will just deny it. Okay, so if you work for an international organization, there's also a special type of visa. It's called the G1 to G5 NATO visa, and you can just use that. If you are a military person, there's an A2 visa specially made for you, and you can take advantage of that. Now, if you have extraordinary abilities in science, in art, in education, in business, in athletics, there's an O visa for you. It covers you and your family. So as a public speaker, as a pastor, as a maybe someone that is a musician, someone that has done something extraordinary, and everybody is clapping for you, you have a special type of visa called the O visa, and the number, it takes 15 days for the response on that visa to be out, and it's a visa that gets them to allocate to you social security with immediate alacrity. So immediately they give you social security, and that is like a step to PR, and that's like another step to citizenship. So you might want to take advantage of that if you fall into, but I'm trying to see how I can describe special talent visa. Special talent visa has to do with somebody that has done something and is there are 10 things they ask you to, that you can pick from, that you have to prove, but out of those 10 things they list, you have to prove 3 there, and one of those 3 is that you have done something extraordinary that makes you appear in the newspaper. So if you fall into that category, then you might also just look at something like that. Once you have a special talent that stands you out from the crowd, then you can apply for O visa. And in fact, the O visa, the number of people applying for that are not many at all. And it's a good one if you are in that class. Okay, so the next one I want to talk about is international cultural exchange visitor, and I'm not going to dwell on that. So that has to do with a lot of people that are into art. So let me just go to the next one, which is B2, medical treatment visitor. So you want to be treated in America. Maybe you are sick and then you need some treatment, or you have somebody that is sick and you need to take the person to America for treatment. Then it's B2 visa that you are going to apply for. Intercompany transfer. So if your company has been registered there and they have to transfer you over there, then you enjoy what we call the L visa. Now let me speak a little bit about the L visa. So you are in Nigeria here, you built your business, an organization, and back and forth you are able to have, like, let's say 10-20 staff, and the company is doing well in turnover. You are not doing very badly. In that kind of case, you can travel to America, register a business in America, and once you register a business in America, the next thing you want to now do is that you will take your you will transfer yourself as the CEO. You transfer yourself from this Nigerian company to that Nigeria. Okay, so let me give you an example. So let's say the name of your company in Nigeria is XYZ, and then you have about 20 staff, and then you are doing a very good turnover. It can be $500,000 per year, or maybe $1 million per year turnover. I didn't say profit, I didn't say capital. Turnover simply means sales, the money flowing in and out, your cash flow, turnover. And then when you are doing something like that, then maybe you even have okay, so I said 10 to 20 staff is fine. Then you now travel to US, you register the company in US. Once you register the company in US, you can now apply using the L visa route to bring yourself and family to the United States to